Let's have a look at dividing algebraic fractions. So, when we're dividing something, we're trying to break it down or separate them into smaller pieces. So there were three types that we looked at with numbers: dividing fractions by whole numbers, dividing a whole number by a fraction, or dividing a fraction by a fraction. And they were all based around one key idea, and that key idea was we wanted to change the division into a multiplication. And once we did that, we needed to take the fraction that came after it and flip that upside down, do its reciprocal. So that's what we did. Okay, so that's the process that we want to go through. So let's have a look at this one. So I've got 2a over 7 divided by 3 over c. So I want to leave the first fraction alone. I'm not touching that. I do want to change this division into a multiplication. So by doing that, I need to turn the fraction that comes after it upside down. Now I can simplify. 2a times c will just give me 2ac, and 7 times 3 is 21. And that's the answer. Let's try this one. So exactly the same idea. I'm going to write down and leave the first fraction alone, 3p over 4. I'm going to change the division into a times, and then I'm going to turn the other fraction upside down, 12c over 2pq. Now I can do that multiplication. So 3 times 12 gives me 36, and I've got a c and a p on the top. On the bottom, 4 times 2 is 8, and I've got a p and a q. Now I want to do a bit of simplifying. I've got a p and a p on the top and bottom, which are being multiplied. Being multiplied, so I can cancel the amount. And now I need to look at the 36 divided by 8 and say, okay, 36 divided by 8. Highest common factor of 36 and 8 will be an 8. No. It will be a 4. So I can write that as 4 times 9 times c on the top, and on the bottom 4 times 2 times q on the bottom. So now I can cancel the 4's that are being multiplied top and bottom, and now write down what I've got left. So on top I've got a 9 and a c, on the bottom I've got a 2 and a q, and that's my answer.